Good morning, brave awakened ones. Last day of July. About to hit August. Um, this is Veronica, Lady V. What's up? Of Higher Realm Holistics. My website is higherrealmholistics.com. And I'm here to make an announcement about what I'm going to do for the Lionsgate, which is coming up August 8th. And a couple other things I want to talk to you guys about. Firstly, thank you to my Patreons. Thank you to supporters, well-wishers. Thank you for all the kind, lovely words and the great energy coming to me, especially for my sister, my older sister, who was diagnosed a couple of weeks ago with stage 3 breast cancer that has now been downgraded to a stage 1, to the point where she went to go see the surgeons last week, and they're like, the lesion went from 2 point something centimeters to 1 point something centimeters. So now she has to get an MRI. And I did a higher realm magic conjuring for her for healing. And after I did that, and all the prayers that went out for her and all the good energy you guys put out for her, the Mary, Queen of Angels, not only came to me, came to her two youngest daughters, the tweens, and came to her daughter, told her to go buy some roses, told the tweens to go pray the rosary, told me to get some roses, and told my sister to get some roses, and came to my younger sister in New York, to her best friend, who's never even met my sister, to tell my younger sister in New York to buy some roses and get a statue of Mary to put on her altar. And this girl's 100% Wiccan, has a coven and everything. So it has nothing to do with religion. The closer we get to this grand convergence, this going into this one great, big, wonderful timeline, the more we must realize that there is no separation up there. The illusion's down here. You come through the 3D veil and everything gets like fractalated. Everything, comes apart. But with the 3D grid being down, and the more you sober up and wake up out of that 3D coma, the more you realize how you are one. You're one in the body of the Christ light, which is the divine unconditional light of love. The divine, the higher heart chakra, the one love, okay? And if you're interested in booking a session with me, I'm a certified holistic integrative health nurse, 16 years in medicine. I have my own practice in North Miami Beach, Florida. Reiki master, certified EFT tapping, which I promote like crazy. I love EFT tapping. Anyone who's been in my webinars know how great it is. And empath, intuitive, light worker Sherpas, I call myself, but you don't have to be a light worker to get a session with me. I help you with your ascension and your awakening. Also, number 1 children's book, How the Caterpillar Flew, Journey of Self-Discovery. It is an activation book. So many people talking about it. Beautifully illustrated book in rhyme, available worldwide, and also on the shelves of some Barnes and Nobles, like in Boston, Atlanta, and in South Florida, in Miami. I also have my Lady V's tees. It's more than t-shirts, it's tanks and hoodies. And see? Woo! How do you like that? Light warrior, baby. Rainbow light warrior. Soldier up. I love this. It's so comfy. I'm just not saying it to sell something, but dang, this feels good. This is a cotton blend because it has some, has a little extra stretch to it. But they also have 100% cotton. And I love the colors. I love the fit. I love the colors. It gives you good shape. Of course, it's not just for girls. It's also for kids, too. And I do have some really cute ones that I based off of my book that I have online also. And you could get, I've noticed, I thought they'd be ordering for the kids, but it's all the adults ordering the real cute cartoony ones from the book, too. It's also my webinar. I have one coming up this Friday, for all you, my fellow entrepreneurs, my number 22s, master builders, to conjure up that success and prosperity for our businesses and our ventures. Okay? That's coming up Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You get the recording and you get the materials. And you must register. Please register so you can get everything once the recording's ready. Okay? If you don't register, I don't know to send it to you, even if you pay, because it's a lot to do. And of course, you can also purchase all the previous Higher Realm Magic webinars that I've been doing since June. And I have to say that this is the last in the series of Higher Realm Magic. If something else comes up, then it comes up. But I've known from by the second one that I was doing in June, because it started June 1st. And I told you things end abruptly with me. I'm like, dang, it's like that sharp. So this is the final one in this series, okay? If you're interested in any of the other ones, it doesn't matter. It could be 10 years from now. Of course, it's still going to work. It doesn't matter. It has to do with you being that higher realm magician, the alchemist. Taking the earth magic, the cosmic magic, and the alchemy and putting it together for us to yield that wand. Taking it out of the hands of the negative fourth dimensional beings and putting it in our damn hands where it belongs, okay? That's what I'm talking about. So, yeah, with that being said, and I have new designs. I just did a real cool Q1 that now my lower back hurts because I was literally sitting in my chair for over 6 hours working on one design on 4 different programs, but I love it. It's posted on my community page, and just because you see it in a hoodie does not mean it only comes in a hoodie. Of course, it comes in all the other styles also, and colors, whatever you want. Okay, and it goes up. I spoke to the company. I got them to push it up to 2x. They didn't even have 2x on their site, or 3x. I made them get it bigger, and also extra small too. Because I was like, oh, I want stuff for my granddaughter, but she's like this big, this skinny, tall, but this skinny, and she's 2, so I need extra small for her. Any which ways, all right, y'all. I'm gonna say this, and warning to anyone new to my channel. I don't have much of a filter, and I'm not politically correct. I don't believe in it because we ain't got time for that. We really don't. All right, that time is long gone. I never subscribed to it to begin with. But we're at this point, especially we're at the foot of the Lionsgate, and this is when the energy starts. The 31st into the 1st of August. Okay, just know this. I'm preparing myself. Yesterday I was ravenous, like 11 o'clock at night. I was just finishing up on my new designs, and I was like, oh my God, I want to eat half the house. But I was real good. All I ate was some flat brown rice bread. That's it. A piece of brown rice bread. That was it. Okay. And then I put my butt to bed because I was like, I don't want to eat half the house, but I'm starving now. So that, of course, Ascension symptoms are going to start hitting you, okay? I have been, and I spoke about this when I did the webinar on Sunday, seeing little sparks, ping! It almost looked like little firecracker going off in your face, that blast of light, blast of light, blast of light. I've been seeing them everywhere. It's a white blast, sometimes it's a gold blast of light. And it's just like, oh, and it's kind of shocking because it comes up right in your face like that, or you see it in distance, or some people see it out of the corner of their eye. I see it at the corner of my eye too, but a lot of times it's right in my face. That's just the energy coming through, and understand that because the veils are down, the more you are awakening, the more you're sobering up and incorporating all this higher energy, the more you're going to see good and what might be considered bad. But there's no need to fear. Like I say, I have absolutely zero fear of the negative fourth dimensional beings because I know they can't do jack to me. Are they going to come up in your face like, rah? Sure. But again, they're fighting to stay. Caged, they're, cornered animals. All right? And of course, again, it's not going to be pretty, the next couple of years. To the end of 2021. Come 2022, that's when we're going to have a breather from cleaning up this mess that's been going on for millennia. All right, just know that. Now, when it comes to us jumping to that next level, those of us who've been prepared, been ready, getting to that plateau, because once we cross over this Lionsgate, we're at our plateau. Okay, light workers, we're at this plateau where we're like, okay, we're stabilized. Okay, if you have a boyfriend, a friend, children, friends, whoever, people in your lives, and you have done everything to help them to wake up, clients, you've done everything, you've given them opportunities, you've been there, you can't hold yourself back. Well, you can, feel free to, I ain't gonna stop you, but it's not wise to hold yourself back for somebody else. And it's not wise, especially people stuck in that whole twin flame mess. I'm saying mess because it's turned into that. It's something that I feel has been co-opted. I honestly feel the whole twin flame thing has been co-opted. It's been co-opted and it's been perverted like everything else, been inverted like everything else. Instead of freeing people and allowing them to become their best selves, it's entrapping them. There we go. Damn, drop the mic. I could turn this off right now, and I've said everything I need to say. Thank you, Oversoul. It's been entrapping people instead of freeing people. This whole twin flame mess. And I know people are going to say, oh my God, how come it took so long for it to get to that message? Because as I'm talking, I'm listening to my Oversoul, and I'm trying to translate it into English. Okay, it's telepathic. So yeah, instead of freeing them, it is entrapping them and becoming a hot freaking mess. I could easily have been entrapped in my whole twin flame scenario. Easily. But go back, 2018, I made a few videos talking about my own situation and how I decided to leave it alone because I was going further ahead. I could have stayed back. He gave me the option to, because he's confused. All right, baby, you stay confused. If you want to stay confused, you continue that lifestyle. I have to go on. I have a lot I have to do. 20 years down the line, if you decide that you're going to catch up to me, feel free to catch up to me. Meanwhile, I did that, The Conjuring last week, on Sunday, I should say, to call in my soulmate because I felt I'm ready now. Because I was given the option 2018. If you feel it'd be wise for you, my Oversoul told me, to move on. He is not ready. I'm like, that's fine with me. I don't want to be alone. I've been celibate for 8 years. And it has been easy. It was not hard at all to be celibate. I don't want to be alone. Once I know I'm ready and stabilizing, I'm ready to call in a really good soulmate. Preferably for my soul family group. Even if he's not, if we're compatible, we're compatible. So now's the time, That's why I did that Conjuring on Sunday, to call in my soulmate along with you guys, right, who joined me in the webinar. Package was delivered lovely, of course. So it's time for me to move on, and that person doesn't have to ascend to the point where they're supposed to ascend, or it could be 20 years down the road. Don't know, don't really care. It's their business. And that's honestly the approach that's going to be needed for you to keep your sanity and for you to keep ascending up and to reach that height. And just remember, you cleared the way for them to follow you. I've cleared the path and the way for many through doing sessions, through doing these videos, through doing the webinars, one-on-one with friends and family. I've cleared the path. That's why I say Sherpa. I took a lot of hits. I cleared the path, and it's like, okay, now you can follow. You do have a rougher path, which a lot of you have done for your peeps too. You cleared the path for them to follow. But if someone is still repeating habits that are destructive, and they're choosing not to let go, they want to choose to keep those crutches, you can't take that burden on for them. You cannot. You could choose to, but it's to your detriment. It is to your detriment. It is to your detriment of your soul growth, detriment to your ascension. Okay? And you release in love and be like, best to you. Okay? That's harder to do, of course, when you're living with somebody in your house or that child. You gave birth to that person. Okay? I'm in that situation. But with that, you release in love and you minimize your contact because they'll be lashing out at you because your energies won't be compatible. So it's like they're bouncing off of you. They're bouncing off of you. You know, they're going to lash out at you. And you just keep sending love. You just keep sending love and sending love and sending love. And that's it. And if it gets too destructive and if it's bringing your energy really, really down, you have to remove yourself from that situation. Okay? And if they don't want to listen at all, like even if you're in the same house, like Yeshua said, here's something I love that Lord Yeshua said. You know, if they're not welcoming you, I'm paraphrasing, not welcoming you, if they're not receiving what it is that you're giving in love, you know, shake the dust off your feet and keep it moving. I'm paraphrasing it in New York manner, but that's basically, you know, he said, you know, shake the dust off your feet and go. Shake the dust off your feet and keep it moving. We ain't got time for that. We don't have time to waste, you know. You're not here incarnated in this physical form for a finite amount of time. You're not. So you want to accomplish everything it is that you feel that you want to accomplish while you're here, so you could leave satisfied that you've done it all. You know, people are like, how did you do all this? You know, at your age, it's like, because I started at 4. And my thing is I wanted to do everything. You know, did I bump into a lot of roads and allow a lot of people to hold me back? You know, I was born into a narcissistic family, married narcissist. It was wretched, a lot of abuse. So yeah, but I still went over or under and then had angelic help like my son come in to help me out, you know, to pass through. All right, so that's what I'm suggesting to you. And also, keep in mind, not every starseed's a light worker. Not every light worker is a starseed. So don't judge, you know, with the Ascension snobbery. Oh, so sick of that. With Ascension snobbery, you know, oh, they're a normie, they're a muggle, you know, oh, so therefore they can't be a light worker. No, I met plenty of starseeds who are not light workers at all. They're not light workers. Just because you're a starseed doesn't make you a light worker. There are a lot less light workers than people think. True light workers. For real. I don't come out with it too much because people's egos get really hurt when you hear stuff like that. You know? Not everyone's a light worker. And there are very different levels of light workership. Because the souls are at different ages, different maturity. Plain and simple. All right, so yeah, that's what I wanted to say, especially with that twin flame stuff that I know could hold a lot of people back. And I've seen so much destructive behavior with the twin flame thing, and it being used against you, it being inverted, and people are involved in these real sick relationships. I'm like, you're doing what? And you're calling them your twin? What? You're calling them your twin flame? What is wrong with you? You know, and they're not saying that this person's abusing the heck out of them. But no, but they're my twin flame. Come on. You know, that's like I said, there's a lot of people who are very delusional out there. They're stuck in the delusion. They have such greatness in them, but they're allowing themselves to be stuck in this delusion and using that whole twin flame bit to imprison themselves. And it's nothing. If you see somebody doing that, you could help counsel them all you want, try to help them, but you can't take on their burden. You can't take it on. It's not for you to take it on. Leave it alone. You cannot take, if someone's destroying themselves using drugs, again, my daughter had a drug issue, or alcohol, you cannot take on their burden. You can, but you will destroy yourself in the process. That person you can help them to as much as you can to a certain point without destroying your own life. And it is up to them. If you know in your heart that you did all you could for them and you've given them opportunities and they decide to squander those opportunities or you blazed the path for them, you laid out a good trail, and they decide to squander that, all right, all you could do is bless them, and that's it. And you keep on going higher. You keep on going higher. Okay? So, Lady V out. All right? We got this. Join me August 8th. That's a Thursday. I'm East Coast Miami. Okay? Miami Beach. So, America. August 8th. What time am I going to do it? The Lionsgate. I have to figure out the time. I was just told what I'm doing, yes, and what we're going to be doing, which I was told a couple of days ago, but I wanted more information. I don't have the time yet. I might do it 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m.? Yes. 888. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, August 8th, which is also my older sister's birthday. So she's supposed to get the MRI, so that week, I think, let's, like the Mary Queen of Angels said, wish granted, and my wish was for them to come back and say, listen, it's gone, ain't nothing there. All right, so that's my wish. So August 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do conjuring, a higher realm conjuring. I'm going to go live for free. Okay, I know so many people are going to say, why don't you do it for free? For free. I've been doing my live streams for free. For free, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, YouTube. I'm going to do it. We're going to do a conjuring to anchor in the highest timeline. The highest probable timeline. That's what we're going to do it for. To anchor in the highest probable timeline. Okay? So, bring your favorite crystals. I'm not going to say which crystals, because then I get a cajillion questions. Well, I don't have that. Can I use that? Da-da-da. Man, use some discernment, people. Use discernment. You're a master. Use some discernment. I don't need to, spoon feed you and spell things out nonstop. Okay? Use discernment. Whatever you want to bring with you, bring with you. You're the master too. Bring it to the table. And again, if you're there to cause trouble, you're going to be knocked off and I'm going to ban you. Okay? Plain and simple. There's a lot of knuckleheads out there. There's 3 in particular I notice that keep coming to my channel whenever I have live streams. But you know what to do. You know what to do. My peeps out there, who are my moderators, knock them out. So that's what we're going to do. August 8th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Thursday is one of my favorite days of the week because I was born on Thursday. All right, so Lady V out. Peace. All right, head on over to HighRealmHolistics.com. I also have another book. I'm sorry, I forgot my other book. It's only available on Amazon, and it's called When Angels Come to Play. Okay, and it's about these amazing experiences that I had working at the Children's Hospital. These miracles. Okay, so Lady V out. Peace. See you later. We got the victory. Bye.